It's become a cherished human tradition to sit around a campfire telling scary stories while on a camping trip with your family. And yeah, maybe sometimes Uncle Sheldon will take it a bit too far with his graphic tale of some overloaded testosterone meat man named Raw Vandergore filleting a bear. But for years, these campfire horror stories have been dominated by retail workers. They have the most terrifying stories to tell. They'll put the fear of God in your whole family. They'll send your fucking family to bed sucking their thumbs, sending shivers down their asshole. But I thought it'd be fun today to look at a positive customer interaction in a retail setting, so I found this video here to demonstrate how lovely the experience can be.
Laugh at me, goddammit, don't you laugh at me!
Give my money back!
Yes, you are!
You can quit
Me!
And here we're immediately introduced to our three protagonists of this short film. Now, the one who's currently shouting is exactly what I picture in my head whenever I think of an evil librarian. She looks exactly like a mean, angry lunch lady from a Pixar film.
Directly, it won't let us.
Yeah, and it's already out of my account, and I can show you that you've already taken my money. So you need to give me my cash. And if I end up on YouTube, I will personally sue your ass.
I'm just documenting it.
In the camera woman's defense, I did not find this video on YouTube, so she should be spared from Ace Customer Anchor Arms' legal wrath. I, however, am posting this on YouTube, so I guess I'm gonna have to start sleeping with one eye open. Also, just a side note, I fucking hate when people say they're personally gonna sue someone. No, you're not. You're not gonna represent yourself. You're not that fucking dumb. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stand up in court and say, "Oh, excuse me, Your Honor, I just didn't like the cut of their jib. Can I have their car now?" What do you mean I lost? No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go home, you're gonna argue with your husband and threaten divorce for the 5th time that week in front of your children, then you're gonna flip to the back of the phone book to try and track down some slimy grease beaver, then you're gonna pay them $100 in an over-the-pants hand job to try and represent your ass for this stupid fucking case you're gonna try and drum up. You're not personally suing shit. That mucus goblin lawyer that you're gonna track down and pester is going to be the one doing all the work. So don't have the audacity to say that you're personally suing anyone.
I can do the same thing with her laughing.
I'm not laughing, ma'am.
Yes, you are. You want me to show you on my phone that you are?
Please.
I don't even understand her thought process on this one. Do you want me to show you that you're laughing by recording it? What kind of fucking plan is that? That's not exactly bulletproof. You see, look at this. You're laughing in this video. Oh, well, color me purple. What do you know? I am. And I'm still laughing. Because you're a fucking idiot. And if the rationale was, I'm gonna record her laughing at me and post it on my Facebook, then why? No one's gonna understand the context. It's just gonna be you making a ruckus and someone laughing at you. Makes you look bad.
That you are what?
Laughing?
If we end up on YouTube, I will sue you.
I'm not putting it on YouTube.
No,
I'm
if
documenting.
it ends up on
Oh,
Facebook,
it's going to end up.
It will not
I
go
will
to
sue
Facebook.
you.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That plot development was pretty easy to predict from a mile away. Just taking one look at her, you could guess that she would be the kind of person to immediately threaten suing someone. So now our brave camera woman is coming under fire again. That's 2 potential lawsuits here. I mean, it's fucking raining lawsuits up in this one. They're just tossing lawsuits like they're baseballs at a dunk tank at a carnival. However, once again, the camera woman is safe because I did not find this video on Facebook either. They're 0 for 2 right now. If they were smart, they would have made a blanket statement. If this video ends up online, I'm suing your ass. Then I'd be fucked. I'd be up Shit's Creek without my ass crack. I wouldn't legally be allowed to watch this video. It'd have to be ending up on the dark web for me to find it. If they made that statement and it still ended up online and I saw it, I'd have the fucking Special Ops Navy SEALs busting through my windows right now to arrest me. Obviously, I'm kidding. No matter what incoherent babble they could have mustered up to drivel out of their mouths here, nothing they could have said would have given them any legal ground to stand on to sue anyone at all in this situation.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, because you can't record if you don't want to be recorded. And let me tell you, my attorney, I love you.
That's kind of a half-hearted attempt at threatening another lawsuit, so I'm still just going to count that one. So she's at 3 potential lawsuits here, which is a pretty impressive statistic given that it's only been like a minute. Also, just to clear up a common misconception, you are allowed to film in public, contrary to what assholes like these would tell you. It's 100% legal, even on private property like a retail store, unless it is openly and clearly defined and stated by the established retail place or whatever location you're at that you're not allowed to film. You're allowed to film. And this happened at a Sears. Sears would have everything shy of fucking cocaine and heroin on their shelves if it meant getting people in their store. I'm pretty goddamn sure they don't have a sign saying you can't film.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
I hope everyone gets your fucking job.
Okay.
Y'all need to.
Okay.
And I'm calling Sears too.
Okay.
I don't care what you have. Find you another job.
What's your point?
What's your point?
You need to shut your damn mouth and stay out of it.
I
It's your
have
best
kids
bet.
too.
Yeah, you do have kids, and it seems that they're very well-adjusted adults judging by this video here. Shoutouts to the red-haired girl that's now filming this from her perspective. Surely that's going to look good on her Facebook. Hey, hashtag super strong woman standing up for herself at a Sears against the evil corporation. What the fuck are you thinking here? No one on your Facebook, no matter how close they are to you, is going to see this and take your side. You got your fucking pugilistic mother over there threatening to go over the counter and beat snot out of the employees here. And you have the woman next to you shouting up a storm too. Also, you're shouting in front of your kid while carrying another kid. You don't look good. No one is going to take your side, and I see this so much. The person who's in the wrong starts filming because they're so delusional that they think that they're in the right. It's disgusting. It's fucking sick.
Should get you another job. A better job. Than being Clark at $10 an hour.
You're screaming. It hurts my ear.
I'm sorry. Did you get your money?
Bye. You can quit recording me before I knock it out of your fucking hand.
Bye.
Knock it out of her hand.
Yikes, what a scary hollow threat on the way out. Honestly though, it's refreshing to see good parenting like this. What an example to set for your children. Hey, if you're unhappy with something, get as loud as you possibly can and start threatening the shit out of people. Throw a fucking embarrassing tantrum. It'll work. Unless of course it doesn't. But yeah, the point of me showing you this video is to show you it's not all bad when you work in retail. Sometimes you'll get enjoyable experiences like this with a family as pleasant as them. Actually, I don't even know if they're family. I don't know if they're even related. Maybe they were just three strangers feeding off each other's energy. I couldn't tell you. But again, the point is, the customer's always right. No, I'm just fucking yanking your nipples on that one. The customers 9 times out of 10 are fucking assholes like this. I played a lot of RuneScape as a kid, so I'm very well versed in scams, and it really shattered my trust in people and taught me early on that you can't always put your faith in strangers to tell the truth. Maybe they won't actually double your money. And I think that this led to me being better at identifying scams in real life, but it doesn't make me immune to them either. When I was a freshman in college, I fell for the oldest trick in the book, a timeless classic prank, fake being homeless with a sign and beg for money on the streets. A scam that has stood the test of time. It's people that just panhandle on the street pretending to be homeless and try and get money that way. It's actually very lucrative. Sometimes people that do this make anywhere from 60 to 100 grand a year off of this shit. It's fucking despicable. The reason I'm bringing this up is because on Reddit this week, a video went viral, and it's from 2017. It's an older video, but it's a video of a woman in Richmond who pretended to be homeless and was exposed for it. She even eventually got arrested, but I'll get to that towards the end of the video. But I wanted to go over this video because I think it's not only a very entertaining video with the way she responds to being confronted, but also a bit eye-opening as to the depths people will sink to get a quick buck. This scam in particular has always greased my ass. It infuriates me. People that just take advantage of others' willingness to help, their good nature, it's just so fucked up. But I'll quickly tell my story since I was a victim of this scam when I was younger. I don't know if I've ever told it, I'm sure I have at some point, but when I was a freshman in college for the first semester, I used to commute to university, and I always took the same route, just like a little NPC that never deviates from the schedule. I would always go down one road in particular that had a guy standing at the corner of one of its major intersections. This guy, he looked disheveled, he had a curly white beard, it looked like fucking jolly old Saint Nick, Santa Claus had fallen on rough times, and I'd always see him talking to people, and he was always smiling, he just seemed like a really nice guy, and he had a sign that had every fucking sad tale you could imagine. I'm a homeless veteran, my dog ran away, my wife divorced me and took the kids, I broke my leg in a bowling accident, and I have lung trouble from the time I spent as a coal miner. Any money you can spare is very much appreciated. God bless. It sounded like a fucking country song, and it was heartbreaking to read. So every day, Monday through Friday, I'd give him $20, sometimes $40 if I had a little extra, and I did that for about a month, or a month and a half maybe. But then I got hit with a shocking plot twist straight out of a Darman video. I swear to God, it would have been less painful to find out I was adopted. One time when I gave him money, the last day I gave him money, I really wish I could remember what he said verbatim, but he hit me with something to the effect of, really appreciate all that you've given me. My apartment over in this area isn't super cheap, so I appreciate it because rent's been going up. I wish I could remember exactly what he said though, but those were the cliff notes. That was the main bit of lore that he dropped there. That he had an apartment in that area, it was expensive, and it looked like it was going up, so me giving him that money for the last month and a half was a little helpful. And that's when the realization hit. My universe melted around me, and it sunk in, the reality. This guy had used me like a fucking fleshlight. This guy wasn't homeless at all. He was a fraud, a faker, a goddamn drama club thespian leader here with his acting performance on the side of the street for the last month and a half. That area he would stand in was an extremely expensive area of Tampa. So to have an apartment in that area, he was already making a lot of money. And I was just another piggy bank for him to dip his little cock into. I was furious. But I couldn't confront him about it, obviously, so instead I just said, yeah, no worries, drove off, and then started taking a different route to university. One that was an extra 15 minutes out of the way, but just one where I knew I'd never have to see him again. I was beyond mad. I went so far above mad, I just wrapped around all the way to sad and upset. Like, I used to take extra money out of the bank just to make sure I had enough cash in my wallet to give him $20 Monday through Friday. This dude became like a daily part of like my routine, like to make sure that I was able to, you know, help him out a little bit. I just wanted to see him succeed, you know, do something good for someone that fell on hard times, only to find out it was all a lie. I don't know if he meant to do that, like maybe he felt guilty from all the money I'd given him, so he decided to drop that little nugget of wisdom, letting me know that he wasn't actually homeless, or what that was about. Maybe he slipped up, I couldn't tell you. But man, did it teach me a very hard lesson. I know that was a long story, and I still haven't even played the video of the fake homeless woman here, but I just needed to let you all know that this shit makes me fucking mad. There's no audio in the beginning of the video here, probably because it's just them puking from disgust at what this woman's doing. So it's just showing that she's going car to car, asking for money, and can even be very aggressive with the way she panhandles apparently. And then they eventually follow her all the way to her car, which is parked nearby. So this woman was a known scammer. She's not actually homeless, she has a very modern car. This video is from 2017, so her 2014 vehicle here is a very modern, pretty expensive car. So obviously, she's not actually on hard times. She shouldn't be begging for money. I shouldn't need to explain that to anyone. I don't think there's anyone out there that'd be like, well, Charlie, it's a legitimate profession, taking advantage of people's willingness to help someone in need. You know, this is her job. This is her 9-to-5 work, begging for money under the false notion that she's homeless and needs it, when clearly she doesn't. So, just a whole lot of bullshit, just a slimy, pathetic worm here. And this is 2014, so I'm assuming by now she's moved on to doing OnlyFans, probably to moderate to no success there would be my guess, or she might be back on the streets scamming. There's no telling for sure, but she gets confronted here by these two men that are filming, and then her immediate response is to once again just try and play the victim, so she walks over to the local McDonald's to try and get them involved. I always love this immediate response. I'm calling the cops. Yeah, you've caught me on film scamming and doing something illegal. You can't panhandle like this. It's a crime. But I'm gonna call the cops on you because you're making me uncomfortable with your video exposing me. In fact, you're hurting my feelings. The delusion is just always so fascinating to me. Like, what could she possibly think would have happened if the cops showed up? They were gonna take her side? Well, I mean, gentlemen, you are filming her in public. You're going to jail. It's a capital offense. Ma'am, please go back out there and keep scamming. Like, she had to have, at least for a brief second, had some neurons fire to tell her that it's a bad idea. Like, I'm breaking the law? Why would I call the cops on myself? It's a big fucking self-report. You know, maybe I should just get in my car and leave. But for some reason, that line of thinking doesn't compute with her. So instead, she tries to, like, get the police involved and McDonald's involved. God, I love the response from the employee here. Like, I don't know. What are you talking? I don't know why they're filming you. Who are you? Fucking crazy lady, a lunatic? You escaped from Arkham Asylum? Why are you asking me? Christ, I don't know what's going on here. Why are you making me open this window here and then bombard me with like an interrogation? I don't know what the fuck is happening. You know, like, I don't know what the scammer could have possibly expected here. Knock on the window, Ronald McDonald answers and like comes outside to save the day. Like, hey, stop filming her right now, gentlemen. In my establishment, not at Mickey D's. That's exactly right. Ma'am, I don't know what's going on. I just work here. Like, she's just doing her job. She's not going to take your side. She doesn't know what the situation is. I don't know why you think she would all of a sudden try and, like, defend you or your honor or whatever. I don't know why you're asking her these questions anyway, like you're trying to report something to the principal of a middle school. It's just ridiculous. I feel so bad for the employee in this situation. That's got to be so uncomfortable. Just doing your job and then all of a sudden you get caught off guard by a completely unhinged, deranged goober. I'm gonna try and be a little armchair psychologist for a moment. Her continuously asking the employee, like, what is this guy saying? It must be her defense mechanism, like her cope of like, oh, no, I'm not doing anything wrong. Do you hear this? Do you hear these crazy people? Do you hear what they're saying? Me taking money from people? Like, what is that, huh? Do you know what they're saying? She just strikes me as someone that takes no responsibility for her own actions and views herself like an angel, a saint that never does anything wrong. She's perfect and morally beautiful. Nothing she's done is indefensible or bad. So when she's challenged on this belief of herself, she just completely crumbles and tries to, like, get other people in there like, no, tell me I'm good, tell me I'm right.
You're begging for money.
What do you want?
You're begging money. Why you do?
A bold strategy, but unfortunately a swing and a miss. Her sign says she's homeless. So her whole thing of, no, I'm here because of a disability, is immediately contradicted by her own fucking sign. Also, I will say, she has great fashion sense. She's wearing a shirt that says, I train while you sleep. So checkmate, nerds. While we're all snoozing and catching our embarrassing wet dreams, she's out there on that grind, the Sigma grind, scamming. What a hero. She's like a random encounter in an MMO right now. She just keeps going up to anybody around the area like, excuse me, these people are saying that I'm not a good person. Can you believe that? Isn't that ridiculous? And then she even tries to say that she can't get in her car and leave, that they're blocking her. But they're not. She can get in her car and leave at any point, and at the end of the video she does. Spoiler alert. They weren't blocking her at all. They were just following her around, insulting her, and rightfully calling her out on this bullshit. This fucking imbecile even tries to flag down a customer that's just leaving the restaurant after getting their meal to try and, like, talk to them and get them involved in all of this. It's so weird. And she constantly keeps mentioning that someone's going to kill them, that what they're doing is going to get them killed, which is of course pretty fucked up. But at least this story has a happy ending because she got arrested shortly after this video went viral in 2017. She was arrested on 3 counts of throwing a missile at a moving vehicle, a charge I didn't even know existed. That sounds like some supervillain shit. How is she throwing a missile? That's like something Senator Armstrong would do in Metal Gear Rising. But then as I read more, it's because she would, like, throw Gatorade bottles at people or something, so it's pretty wild. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this story a little bit since it's one I'm very passionate about, and that's about it. So yeah. It's often said the most painful experience a human being can endure is childbirth, but that's so disgustingly wrong. The most painful experience humans can endure is school board meetings. The amount of absolute lunacy there is off the charts. Listening to the crazy people at school board meetings is like sticking your head into a wood chipper, except the wood chipper's at least a lot faster at killing you. Listening to these people is a slow, agonizing death.
It's never been about your health. It's never been about your health. It's about control and compliance. And let me tell you something. Go home tonight and take one of these spoons and put it on your vaccination spot. Guess what? It's gonna stick to you.
Well, if you say so, I'll try this little Bill Nye experiment. Son of a bitch, come on. God, I wish it would stick to me. I'd love to be like Magneto, but unfortunately, this is a false prophet. She's shitting and spitting lies. This magnetism conspiracy has been popping off recently, and I think it's a really entertaining one. I can't even be mad about it. People genuinely think getting a vaccine is going to turn you into some kind of metal-bending monster from the Avatar universe or something. It's so fucking goofy. Like, this is magic tricks that you do for children at a birthday party, like where you put a toothpick on your thumb and tape it down, so that way when you put your thumb back, it looks like it disappeared, and you convince them it's gone forever, and you blow their mind. Like, this is like the same shit you do there, like, son, come here, I have something to show you, and keep this a secret. I'm a superhero, look. I'm Magnet Man. Spoons stick to me. These people actually have the brains of children. It's so fucking wild. And for some reason, almost all of them are parents. Usually when you think of someone stupid, you picture like the stereotypical eating glue, doing something reckless like playing chicken with a train. But now, over the last year or so, when I think of something stupid and someone really fucking dumb, I picture a parent. Like, someone that looks like this lady. This lady is dressed like she's trying to disguise herself as an alligator. Like she's trying to go undercover in a zoo exhibit to infiltrate the alligators.
Get in a corner, get into some silence and some meditation. Hopefully some of you believe in God, and pray and check in with yourself or whoever you answer to and ask, is this something normal? Do you have metal stick to you?
Lady, anything can stick to you if you're sweaty and greasy enough, which I'm sure you know all about. I also don't know why she's bringing God into this. He must be so embarrassed when people like this throw his name around.
Is this human? No. Guess what else? You take a black light flashlight and shine it on your vase, and you're now gonna glow in the black light, because guess what? You're no longer human. You're 2.0s, and we are afraid of you.
Everything she's saying sounds fucking awesome. She's a great advertisement for the vaccine. You apparently get to be magnetized and glow in the dark. She calls you a 2.0, so you're an upgraded version of humans. Like, goddamn, if I was anti-vax and I heard her speech, I would be the first one in line to get vaccinated right now. I would be voting for her for class president, because these fucking wild promises sound incredible.
You shouldn't be afraid of us because you're shedding your spike proteins. And this is the reason why people are in the hospital. It's not the unvaccinated, it's the vaccinated.
These people often say that they do tons of research on their own, but I find that very hard to believe because there's no chance this lady can spell vaccination. So there's only one way she's getting this information. Through Facebook, baby. If ever there was a time to get religious, it's now. And pray to God that he will just wipe Facebook off the face of this planet. It's the only chance we have left.
It's the vaccinated, and guess what? The truth is coming out, everything is bubbling up, and you guys are disposable, and whoever you're puppeting, whoever you're parroting, they don't care about you.
When these imbeciles say things like this, it actually makes me sad, because they're convinced that they're not sheep, even though they are the actual sheep in this situation. They just parrot what they see in their Facebook groups, verbatim. They all say the exact same things. This is a school board meeting that just happened, and it is exactly the same shit that the last one we looked at a few months ago was saying. They're saying these identical things, the same rhetoric, nothing changes. They are literal sheep. But they are convinced that they're the only ones seeing the truth. It's an absolute tragedy, and it's a slippery slope. Once you believe one conspiracy like this, you believe every single one of them, because then it puts the mistrust of everything and everyone in your blood. It's a direct injection of delusion right into your bloodstream. So, while she believes all this magnetism vaccination shit, I am sure she is also going to start believing in flat earth as well, because they all stem from the same idea. You can't trust anyone but the Facebook groups that suck on your dick and titties and make you feel good, make you feel smart. You can't trust anyone else. The experts, they're lying to you because they're trying to control you. The reason you're miserable at 40 years old and haven't accomplished anything isn't because it's your fault, it's because the government's been keeping you down and trying to prevent your third eye from opening, but we're gonna show you the truth, this and that, and then you believe all of these absolutely asinine, wild, garbage things.
Any more or less than you care about the kids, and I invite you to get a conscience, because if you're vaccinated, your time is limited anyways, but I ask you to get on your knees and repent and ask for forgiveness, because this is not just happening on this field and on this plane. You're going to be paying for this for the rest of eternity, all right? So I would tell you good luck, God bless, see ya.
The worst part about this supervillain monologue is the clapping at the end. There's people supporting that, and that's awful. That's what's so fucking sad. It's crazy how many people believe these things. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, no one really believes that. But there's a lot of people just like her that'll hear these absolutely outlandish statements like, the vaccine makes you a magnet. You'll go outside and get hit by a fucking car battery that gets ripped out of a nearby vehicle because you're such a super magnet from the vaccine. And they're like, oh, that sounds reasonable. I don't need any further proof because now you've said it, so I'll believe it. It's just people wanting to believe absolute dumb shit. We live in fan fiction land now. People believe everything based on nothing. They just have this desire to feel smarter than everyone else and unique. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. But it is always fun to have a little laugh at, like people like her. So, I mean, you know, you take the good with the bad, I suppose. That's about it. See ya. This is a bit of an older story I want to cover today, but it's one that I still think of from time to time because of its absurdity. It's vintage. 2021, which in internet years is prehistoric, basically. It's fallen out of everyone's consciousness, and I need to do my due diligence to put it back, because man oh man is it a weird one. So let's dive in. It all started in early 2021 when a young teenage girl started to receive really mean text messages from an anonymous troll, and she was getting cyberbullied through these messages for quite some time. Her boyfriend then started to get the same messages. They were extremely personal, they were extremely nasty, constantly telling her to kill herself, this and that. And the mother got really upset at this because obviously, who wouldn't? Her daughter is being harassed by some weirdo degenerate. As I imagine any good caring parent would do, they see this kind of behavior and they start rolling up their sleeves, giving them one of these, why I oughta when I find who's behind this. So she starts to launch an investigation and work collaboratively with authorities to find the culprit. Who's behind this? Could this be the work of the infamous hacker known as 4chan? And they went on a hunt to track this person down because it didn't stop, and it was tons of messages, hundreds of messages, over a year's worth of harassment and 349 pages worth of DMs with this shit. And eventually the FBI got involved in this case to figure out who's doing this because it was so personal and so targeted and mean that they really wanted to figure it out. And this is all attacking a minor too. So it was like stalking a minor, just harassing, unrelenting. And eventually the investigation concludes that it was the mother that was sending these text messages. She was running it all through a VPN to try and avoid being tracked down. So she had a real nefarious scheme here where she would just keep telling her daughter to kill herself and insulting her and the boyfriend. There was even this subplot that arose where she started to blame another classmate that could have been behind it. So she started to try and frame another child for this. It was fucking wild. And keep in mind, the mother was the one working so closely with the authorities to, I guess, throw them off of her trail. So this whole thing was kind of like that SpongeBob meme where it's like Maniac on the loose and he's on the walkie-talkie with the Maniac poster behind him with his face on it. That was this case in real life.
The Isabella County mom who catfished her own daughter for almost 2 years is going to prison. Kendra Licari was arrested in December for stalking her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend.
Now, I didn't mention a moment ago, but I will now, that it was more than just sending those really nasty messages. Apparently, Kendra Licari would even send her daughter doctored photos of herself. I guess, like, with really mean shit on it. It didn't go into detail, but I read one of the reports that it was more than just text. She would send photos, too. So I'm guessing she would, like, Photoshop shit with her daughter in there to, like, bully her further off of it. It's so baffling.
For nearly 2 years, she sent hundreds of harassing and obscene messages and pictures to the teens every day. It wasn't until the mother of the boyfriend and Licari herself went to police for help. That's when they discovered Licari was the one sending the messages. Police also found she tried to frame a third teen as the one sending those messages. Today in court, she was sentenced to up to 5 years in prison.
So she'll spend at least 19 months in prison for all of this. And what's even wilder is that there's still no explanation for why. What was her motive? Why would she do this? This is some huge fucking hater energy. She's waking up real early in the morning to have extra time to hate her own daughter. She would send up to 12 text messages a day, every day, all just shitting on her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. It doesn't seem like there's anything to gain out of this except for making your daughter scared and miserable and potentially traumatizing her, because her daughter's a very young teenager during all of this. So I can't imagine what her motivation was, and she's never explained or elaborated on what the plan was. So I've seen speculation that people thought this was maybe another, like, Munchausen by proxy situation. If anyone is familiar with, like, the Gypsy Rose case, you're probably familiar with that term. But I don't know if that would necessarily even apply here. I really don't know. Maybe it is the mom trying to, like, isolate the daughter somehow by making her afraid of all of her classmates, or maybe trying to push the boyfriend out of her life. The whole thing is just a giant fucking question mark of why would anyone ever do this. And she did this every day for over a year. This was part of her morning routine. Get a nice cup of joe and shit on your daughter. Why? Maybe a power thing? Like maybe she was bullied in high school, so now she's trying to, you know, do the same to like take that back. She's like passing the torch to herself to be the bully now. I don't get it. No one really does. And she has not said why. At least not from what I've found. All you can find is speculation and theories on what the motive could possibly be.
Isabella County Prosecutor David Barbary said this is one of the most confusing and complicated cases he has had to deal with. Not only from the case itself, Kendra Licari harassing and catfishing her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend for more than a year, but also when it came to sentencing. When it comes to sentencing, they hope to let the victims have a say. But the two victims here, Licari's daughter, she's hoping for leniency. She didn't want to feel responsible for putting her mom in prison. The other victim, her boyfriend, their family wanted the book thrown at Licari.
That's another super fucked up component to all of this, because not only was the daughter the victim of this relentless harassment campaign from her own mother, but now her mother is going to be going away to prison because of all of it. So now she's going to be growing up without her mom around for quite some time. It's just a really sad situation. I don't know why the mom did this, and also why she refuses to elaborate on what she was fucking thinking. She openly admitted to all of it, and she apologized saying she doesn't want to hurt anybody else, but she still has never said why she did it in the first place and continued doing it for so long. It just, I don't understand. Maybe she was like, you know, beta testing her shit talk for her League of Legends solo queue games, so she'd like use her daughter as a guinea pig. Like, let's see how my daughter reacts when I tell her this. Not enough tears. I'm gonna have to go harder. I need to make sure that all the dog shit players in my lobby feel really bad. I need to make sure my trash talk is S tier. But anyway, she pled guilty to 2 counts of stalking a minor, and she's going to prison for some time now. And it's just a really weird situation, obviously, but it merely makes you think. Your biggest hater, who exactly are they? It could be anyone. And don't give me any of that mumbo-jumbo baloney about how everyone loves you, you don't have haters. You do. I'll hit you with the cold water. Even if there was a perfect person that existed, they would have haters because they are perfect. They would hate them for that. So no matter what, I promise you there are people that don't like you. And who are they? This story makes you think. Makes you sit back and go, it really could be anyone. What if the person that's replying to all of your tweets saying awful things like, you're so short, why'd you end up so short, dummy, stupid face, greasy little goblin man? What if that person is actually my own mother? Or father? What if they're both in on it? What if they both have alt accounts where they're constantly spamming my shit, pointing out every insecurity that I could possibly ever have? Could be. You never know, as is clear here. So yeah, anyway, that's really about it. So yeah, I just got back from the worst game of basketball I've ever played in my life. I am ashamed. So much so that I'm having a stink strike right now where I refuse to shower for at least another hour so I can stew in my own filth for my awful shooting performance today. And then to top it all off, I saw this video and it made me even more mad.
At Arby's in Winder. So I ordered my food and it took them 15 minutes to get my order. I canceled my order because it took so long to get my order.
The horror! A 15-minute wait? No! He's gonna starve! Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Zoinks. So you can see it's a very serious situation. We're lucky this hero was able to muster enough strength to hit the record button on his phone and post it to his TikTok to document the injustice. With a tummy as empty as his, I don't know how he was able to pull off such a Herculean feat. This is another classic example of some entitled asshole clown recording the slightest inconvenience thinking they're in the right. And for some reason it is so common for this to occur in fast food establishments. For some reason, these douchebags feel so emboldened to record themselves belittling, attacking, and insulting fast food employees to post on their social media pages, thinking that somehow people are going to be on their side, like this is some kind of huge dunk and they're like a champion of the people. When that is never the case, it is delusional. And my heart breaks for fast food employees that have to deal with this kind of behavior so frequently. I don't know how many videos I've made talking about shit like this, but it is frustrating as someone just seeing it. I can only imagine what it's like having to actually have this happen to you. Now, is it unusual to wait 15 minutes for your fast food? Yeah. But is it the biggest deal in the world? No. You can handle it like an adult instead of this little whiny baby here. Maybe there was just a mistake that happened where they forgot to bring you your food and all you needed to do was ask. And he even says as much, that when he asked for a refund, they did bring him his food. So it sounds like it was just a mistake, and mistakes happen. There's no reason to throw this kind of tantrum over it. There is a much better way of handling it, and it's not this.
Nobody came and brought me my order, so I wanted a refund. As soon as I tell them I want a refund, they bring the food. I saw 2 people behind me go past me. And you're telling me I can't get a refund. And what's your name?
Bethany.
Bethany. So I can't get a refund, Bethany.
I can replace your food.
I don't want my food replaced. I just want a refund. I want my money back.
Oh my god, I can actually feel Bethany's headache that she's developing through the screen, just having to listen to it. So, it's clear that something must have went awry because the people behind him got their food and he hadn't. So, is it an inconvenience? Sure, a very small one. But again, why are you trying to name and shame Bethany here for what was likely just a simple mistake that could have been easily handled like an adult? There was absolutely no need to just start filming this. And that's just like a symptom of the modern day and age where anytime anything even remotely uncomfortable or inconveniencing happens, people turn to like recording it because they wield TikTok like it's some kind of weapon. Like, oh, I'll get everyone to dogpile on them, that'll show them, and also it's gonna be good because this will go viral on TikTok, which he says so many fucking times. Like, it blows my mind. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that thought process. Why? Why? They haven't...
Because y'all service was horrible. It took y'all 15 minutes to give me my food. I'm working right now. So I just want a refund. That's all I'm asking for.
Clearly your work must not be that important to you if you're still sitting here arguing about this situation. You must not be in that big of a rush to get back to your job if you have the luxury of just being able to sit here and harass this employee. What, are you late to your shift at the stupid store or something? Like, you clearly aren't, you know, urgently trying to get out of there if you're taking the time to argue and film this whole interaction. Like, it blows my mind. Now, anyway, he keeps saying that he wants a refund. And fair enough, I suppose, but Bethany explains that she doesn't have the ability to do that because they need a general manager there to approve of refunds, so she's doing all she can by offering to just keep replacing the food. Even though he did eventually get the food, she still is offering a replacement like, hey, look, this is the most I can do. It's out of her hands. She doesn't own Arby's. She's not the fucking franchise owner of the establishment. She can't make the rules. She just has to play by them, and you're giving her so much shit for it.
Just want my money back. I just gave you guys my money, so it shouldn't be that hard to give me my money back.
We do not have a general manager right now. I cannot do a refund for you.
You have a manager, and are you the manager? Okay, so if you're the manager, you can give me a refund. Now, if y'all want to go famous on TikTok and make your business go down because you don't want to give me a refund, because you don't telling me you can't give me a refund and I don't want the food now.
I don't think there's anything that can make people dislike you faster than saying things like, oh, you're about to go famous on TikTok for this one, or shit like that. That is the biggest load of dirty barnacles. There's nothing more painful to the ears than seeing that phrase uttered by some asshole like this over something so trivial. Also, it's not exactly like the craziest video ever. I don't know why he thought this would go viral, but if it did, I don't know why he thought anyone would rally behind him. Nobody likes this kind of behavior, not even on TikTok. So even though this didn't go viral at all, even the like 12 or 15 comments it has are all shitting on this guy for it. This is not a popular video from what I can tell. The only reason I saw it is because some people sent it to me on Twitter, because I cover shit like this pretty often. He truly believes that because he has a TikTok account with like 1,000 followers, that all of a sudden he has power here and is above these employees at Arby's. It's sickening.
I can replace
So-
it for you.
I don't want my food replaced. I want the money. I want my money back that I just gave y'all. Literally 15 minutes ago that you had me sitting in this line for. You served 2 people behind me, and I'm not leaving this line until I get my refund. And y'all's line will be backed up. What you say? You're gonna be a star.
Oh, he just keeps saying that line. You're gonna be a star. This one's gonna pop off on TikTok. This is going to elevate the TikTok page right into the mainstream, damn it. You guys don't realize how badly you fucked up by accidentally inconveniencing me in a very small way. You'll remember this moment for the rest of your life once I post this to TikTok, letting people know about Arby's taking 15 minutes for my order. Ah! Unbelievable.
Like, this line will be backed up till I get my refund. Y'all already wasting my time. I'm working.
No, you're wasting your time. And you're clearly not working at all. You're making no effort to get back to your work. You just threatened to continue to sit there in this standoff to back up the line. So you just wait here forever till the fucking heat death of the universe. You're obviously not in any kind of rush to get back to work whatsoever. You are wasting your time and everybody else's time and looking like an absolute fool.
I would never come back to this place again. This woman just told me she couldn't give me a refund, wasting my time, and now she's going in there getting my money. But she just told me she couldn't do this.
Still gonna get in trouble. So take your money. And
Well, you're definitely gonna get more than in trouble. And do what? Get out the line and do what?
This guy really thought that somehow this video would take down Arby's itself or something, like Arby's would have to issue a press release like, "We are so sorry for the tragedy that unfolded at this specific location where a customer had to wait 15 minutes and film this horrifying video. Oh my god, we haven't been able to sleep since. So we at Arby's are making a pledge to change things for it." Just craziness. And he's still grumpy, even though he just got his refund. He was mad he didn't get a refund, and now he's mad that he did get a refund. And he's saying she's gonna get in more than just trouble because now he's got this TikTok that he's posting. So what happened here is she went to the register and just pulled out the amount he paid and gave it back, which goes against that policy. And I looked into it a little bit, and according to some former fast food employees, doing that is a big no-no because now the till is going to be short, which means the GM is actually probably going to get on her for that. She probably will get in trouble when Bethany didn't do anything to deserve this. That she didn't deserve this treatment at all. This guy is just an asshole. She tried so hard to fix the mistake by just offering the replacement of food which he wouldn't accept, and she explained that she can't do refunds because it's part of the rule that the GM has to approve it. But she still did give his money back, breaking the rules to try and appease him and get him out of there. And now it's very possible that she will face some kind of trouble when the GM comes in because of this. It's just so sad to see people act this way. Bethany did not make that rule, but as an employee of the restaurant, she is expected to follow it. And she still broke it to try and help this guy and stop his wrath. And he still posted this video to try and embarrass her or shame her in the restaurant and all of that. It's awful. I hate that kind of shit so much. It's brutal. But anyway, wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. So yeah. Recently there's been a rise in fake Karen videos because nothing is sacred. Some godless, shameless heathens have been setting up and staging Karen sightings, and it makes me sick. So today I'm gonna hop in the forensics laboratory and unmask some Scooby-Doo villains to show you what a fake looks like.
I am actually, in fact, yes, taking the
You're taking my property.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about
a
that?
lot of packages.
This is probably the most popular fake that's floating around right now. When this came out, I was tagged in it constantly, but I was able to sniff out that something smelt a bit stinky in this not-so-happy meal here. But just because I have a keen eye for the truth doesn't mean that it's not well made, especially when it comes to the wardrobe here. Whoever is the costume designer here has done an extremely great job. They've really made her look like a Karen. She looks like Lindsay Lohan on the set of the new Freaky Friday movie getting into character.
Is coming to this house particular. Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on in there.
So it's Amazon.
I'm taking the package.
It's my Amazon wish list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking my package. That's my stuff.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Ow! Oh my God! You killed me.
I did not kill you. You're fine.
Oh my God!
You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
As a world-renowned actor myself, I can always recognize when someone is classically trained, and she absolutely has been trained by some of the best in the business here. This looks like a real exorcism here. There's no doubt in my mind she's done a ton of research here, studying the Karens' habits and making sure that she can get their mannerisms down, which she's done. I do say her voice is a bit off though, it doesn't sound like she's chain-smoked enough cigarettes yet, but I think that's just something she can work towards. I'm excited to see where she'll be in the year for the sequel to this video, but as I'm sure most of you can probably pick up on, it's not real. It's fake. They made it up. A fabrication. Nope. It's not real. To be honest, I'm actually surprised anyone believed it was real. It's very clearly supposed to be poking fun at Karens. I think it's a parody that's done pretty well, where it blurred the lines between reality, fiction, and nightmares. I don't think I need to come in here with a scalpel and a butt plug and dissect this. I think you can pretty clearly see that it's fake. At least I would hope most of you can. So we'll just move on to the one that I think is a little more confusing for people. This is a pizza delivery Karen encounter. Now this one is a little more believable because this has happened quite a few times where Karens have like spit on pizza delivery guys, refused to let them enter their apartment buildings, and just been general assholes to them. So this next one is loosely based on a true story, kind of like The Disaster Artist. She's out here looking like an anime version of a Karen, like if a Karen was in the ReZero universe. So one of the first things that should be a dead giveaway that it's all fake is like the captions around the video. Whenever there's the things that like, you won't believe what happened here. How could this happen? What this lady does is disgusting. What? All of that shit on the screen should immediately tip you off that it's fake. I don't think I've ever seen a video that was real that had that shit on it. Another thing that I think most people don't take notice of when watching a fake Karen video is the fact that no bad words are said. Words that might demonetize them or get it hidden on TikTok as sensitive content. It's like the squeakiest, cleanest argument of all time between adults. It's like an argument you'd hear between children at after-school fucking church camp. They don't say anything that might get them into trouble with the platform they post it on because they want it to be fully monetized. Whereas in a genuine encounter, you've got fucks and shits and titties flying all over the place because it's real and it's raw. But these, it seems so staged, right? Like it should be pretty obvious, like from the get-go here, that something's a bit fishy. Alright, I will say I really appreciate the waddle here, like the little penguin waddle as she's trying to catch up to the car. It looks like something out of a Pixar movie where one of the moms gets mad and runs around. Obviously, all still fake, but I at least respect her really committing. Like, I can't imagine she really runs like this. She was putting on the old Karen jog here. So, she's working to sell it. You'll be shocked at what she does next. It sounds like a Darman video title. Clearly, at this point, if you're not starting to pick up on the bullshit smells, then you need to just reevaluate and stop being so goddamn gullible, you fucking pussy fool. You coward. Now, is it possible that somebody re-uploaded this with these awful captions on it? Absolutely, and that is something to consider when looking at Karen videos going further. However, in this case, this wasn't a re-upload. I believe this was the original poster. It's the earliest documentation I can find of this video on the internet. But either way, even setting aside the captions, you can clearly see that the content itself is suspect. Very sketchy. For example, if you follow along with the dialogue here, if you're paying attention to the lore and the narrative, she tells him to leave, which she says he's going to do, and then as he's leaving, she's still chasing, saying, I told you to leave. So that doesn't really add up, but of course Karen behavior is unpredictable. Sometimes they'll just drop to the fucking floor screaming, wailing, putting fingers in their own butthole, like it gets wild, of course. But another thing that doesn't add up is he then says that he needs to deliver those pizzas, even though he just said that he was just gonna leave. He also said he was there to deliver 3 orders. However, if you look at the pizza bag, it's extremely flimsy. It doesn't seem like there's any actual pizza in that bag. It seems more like a prop that they found to pretend to be a pizza guy. This is a little more of like a tinfoil hat thing because you can't tell completely, but it doesn't seem like there's enough pizza in that bag with how flimsy it is, just like flopping around, for there to actually be 3 orders worth of pizza in it. If you didn't believe me before, I'm sure you do now. So you mean to tell me that this Karen, for some reason, has orange soda within walking distance at all times? Like she just has like a fucking caddy, but instead of golf clubs, they just have orange soda nearby? Because if you remember in the beginning of the video, she was getting out of her car that she just walked to at the other side of this community. Keep in mind, he drove quite a distance away from that she was chasing. And then somehow she's able to magically just pull orange soda out of her fucking asshole while the camera's off. And she comes walking from the entire other direction with orange soda, so it's not like she ran all the way back to her apartment. Now, is it possible that she was at a dick appointment and was leaving that appointment in the community? Yes, I suppose. It could have been someone else's house she was at, and she was getting in her car when this whole thing happened, but she actually lives much closer to where she found the orange soda. I suppose that's possible, though highly unlikely. Is it possible she went to a vending machine just to buy orange soda for the purpose of throwing it on his car? No, and you're a fucking idiot if you think that's what happened here. No vending machines sell 2-liter bottles of orange soda, at least none that I've ever seen. I don't know what kind of community vending machine they have here. Maybe they just have giant fucking 10-gallon bottles of orange soda that you can purchase from a machine. I'm not really sure entirely, but it seems unlikely. This is clearly supposed to be a staged viral video, like how can we make this Karen really wacky and wild? Oh, she engages in a foot chase with a car, okay, that's easy. But then how can we really amp it up? What if she throws something random on the car, like orange soda? Doesn't actually damage anything, easy to clean off, and it's goofy. Genius. I think that's absolutely what happened here. Unfortunately, the security guard, I think, really makes it all fall apart. His acting is the worst of the group here, unfortunately. Plus, they have him dressed up way out of character here. It looks like they just went to, like, Party City and found everything with the word security on it and put him in it. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped his pants and there's just security written across the penis of it. There's just so many holes you can poke into this condom. Like, the plot doesn't make any sense. He's also not delivering his lines very well, so I think it's pretty clear at this point. There's just so many things you can point out, like why is the security guard even here in the first place? In the experience I've had at apartments and like community security, they don't just wander the grounds aimlessly. They usually have like a centralized office where you call in a complaint, and they usually would patrol like the outside perimeter at night, but this is the middle of the day, and I don't think the guy in the car somehow called 911 and they transferred his call to this guy's cell phone, so the security guy sprinted over and solved the problem. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And also, the pizza delivery guy says that he has 3 orders of pizza still, but we just saw him get out of his car to supposedly go deliver one of those pizzas, or all of those pizzas, so shouldn't he have no more pizzas left? You know, there's a lot here that I think make it clear that it's not real. And just because it's staged doesn't mean you can't have fun with the video. I'm not coming in here just to ruin Christmas, but I get sent a lot of these videos that are fake from people that think that they're real. And it makes me a little sad to see that a lot of people believe these things are genuine, like, Charlie, this is shocking, you have to see this. And then it turns out to be a video like this. So just trying to give you the tools to identify some fake videos going forward. You can still enjoy them, of course, but I just want people to know that not everything you're going to see online is real. That's about it. See ya. Today I saw a video that perfectly demonstrates just how fixated people have become with social media, and just how ingrained in our DNA it is to post every second of every day online for validation from complete strangers. It's reaching a point where it's becoming like an obsession for a lot of people to post everything all the time. And I swear to God, drinking an entire gallon of mercury is less poisonous than spending an hour on Twitter. You could be boofing arsenic and it'd still be less detrimental to your overall health than just doom scrolling social media. It's getting out of hand, and the video that I'm about to show is a babysitter who gets in an argument with the father of the child that she's babysitting because the dad is upset that she posted a photo of that child on Instagram without telling him. And when he's confronting her about it, like, hey, can you take it down? I really don't like that you did that. She's fucking flabbergasted. She's dumbstruck. Her whole universe collapsed. It was like she had just seen a ghost, like aliens had just fucking invaded and blew her mind. The whole concept that this father didn't want pictures of their child posted online for strangers to look at blew her away, and she got extremely aggressive about it, even calling him a pedophile because he saw that she posted that.
Shouldn't be posting photographs of my children on Instagram.
Well, she looks really cute in it.
She does look really cute, but why are you putting it on public? Anyone could be looking at her.
No one's gonna think about, no, your address isn't on there, your phone number isn't on there. It's just her face.
This caption here is going insano style. The parents I babysit for got annoyed I uploaded a picture of their child. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty reasonable thing to be annoyed about at the very least. The fact that she posted this herself, once again, is delusional. People film their worst moments and post them online thinking they're right and expecting people to pat them on the back about it like, wow, what a champion. You really showed that father that posting a photo of his daughter online was actually a good thing and he was stupid for thinking otherwise. She's just living in fantasy land here. Like, this is a load of dirty barnacles. She is 100% in the wrong and it's inarguable. It's totally understandable that the father would be upset. It is absolutely his choice whether or not photos of his child get shared online. It's not the babysitter's choice. There's no argument in her defense here. It's completely understandable why this father wouldn't want pictures of his child posted online without his knowledge. I completely respect anyone's decision not to post photos of their loved ones or their children or anything online. There's fucking weirdos out there. You don't know who's looking at that shit. It's not some kind of social obligation that you have to share everything from your life with the cyber world, the cyberspace. So it's just, you know, it's unnecessary, and if you don't want to partake in that shit, then don't. In fact, I encourage you not to. I don't think you need to be oversharing everything about your life online. Now, another thing I find very fascinating here is the babysitter says that she didn't share a phone number or address anything, and she's stunned that this is even a problem. She only shared a picture of his child. The child's face and everything is now out there in public, and that's not a big deal. Which is wild to think of how quickly this mentality has shifted. I remember when social media first started to pop off, first started to get gas in that fire, the general consensus, not just shared with the geriatric octogenarians, but even like my classmates and everything, was don't post too much shit about yourself online. Like, don't tell people your name on the internet. Don't put pictures of your face on the internet outside of like your tight MySpace group, because there's strange, creepy people out there, some fucking freaks, and you don't want them to have that information. There could be some bad actors. That has completely vanished from the general mindset. Nowadays, it's considered creepy if you're not sharing photos of your face and updates on your life all the time online. You must be some kind of socially anxious weenie, some loser.
It's my child.
It will go in 24 hours anyway. Why are you even following me?
Well, I follow loads of people, but that's not the point.
Well, you don't follow your babysitter. That's weird.
Well, I do follow my babysitter, and it's just as well I am.
One photo.
We're not going to pay you until you take that photo off.
So she was scrambling around in the dark and thinks she found a diamond here to use against this guy for ammo. Why are you following me on Instagram, You have something to hide, tough guy, you fucking creep? So she's 16 years old, and now this guy follows her on Instagram, so she's about to start accusing him of being a pedophile, some kind of low-life scumbag who follows their babysitter on Instagram. And I think that is so weak. I think that is an absolutely dogshit point she tries to make. There's a perfectly logical explanation for why the father would follow a babysitter on Twitter. This person is going to be home alone with their child. They want to make sure they didn't just hire Jeffrey fucking Dahmer or something. There's going to need to be some level of background checking, and what's the best way of doing that? Going to their social media, where they share absolutely everything. It's a good way of gauging if this person is even safe to be around your kid and can be trusted. Now, if this father was commenting on all of her Instagram posts and leaving weird emojis, obviously then we'd have a problem here. Then we'd have ourselves an EDP situation. But from everything in this video, that's not the case. He just follows her on Instagram and saw that she posted this photo of his child.
Well, I'll just stay here until you pay me then. What are you going to do about it?
Give me that phone now.
I'm not giving you my phone.
There's all sorts of freaks.
Loads of my friends do it that babysit.
Well, they shouldn't be doing it.
Why? It's literally just a photo.
Look, the north is full of stop posting.
Well, yeah, you being one. Why are you following me? I'm a 16-year-old.
I'm not like that. So give me
trash. Complete trash. To say the father is a pedophile because now you're getting offended that he's upset at something you did wrong is beyond stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Now, him threatening to not pay her till she deletes the photo, I think is totally reasonable. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You have done something very much against what you are hired to do, and you won't be compensated until you just do the bare minimum of deleting the photo. It's a super simple request. You shouldn't have taken the photo or posted the photo without talking to the father first, so the least you can do is take it down and then receive your payment for this and wash your hands of the situation. It's just so easy, but she's making a big fuss about it, making a whole song and dance out of it.
That phone.
Well, why have you got Instagram in the first place? How old are you?
You shouldn't be even babysitting. You haven't got a DBS.
You hired me.
Didn't realize there was an age limit on Instagram. Well, like, she's just so lost in this sauce now. Oh, you're so weird. You have an Instagram. How old are you? Goofball, huh? You ancient fossil, stupid goober. You have an Instagram? You're going to jail. Hope you like going to the slammer, you fucking pedophile. Wait until I call up the police and tell them that a 45-year-old man has an Instagram, huh? Yeah, they might just come over here and execute you on the spot via firing squad for your pedophile crimes against humanity. Signing up for Instagram when you're 40-something years old. Despicable.
Are you joking?
I'm 16 years old. I'm still in school.
So you could be doing anything.
Well, you know me. I'm not like that.
I'm shocked. We're going to have to tell everyone that you're a bad babysitter. I can't believe I'm hearing
Well, I'll
this.
tell everyone that you follow me on Instagram, a 16-year-old girl. How's that going to work out for you?
Threatening to just call this guy a pedophile to society because he's refusing to pay you for something you did wrong. He's just very simply asking you to remove the photo. He's not even being, like, over-the-top aggressive or mean about the situation. Like, his only threat so far is, we're going to have to call you a bad babysitter. Like, that's something you say to your dog when you're disciplining them after they pee on the floor, like, bad dog, please don't do that again. I don't like cleaning up pee, please. You know, just don't do it again. It's easy. You know, like, he's not even being, like, an asshole here. He's 100% in the right. He is completely justified in being annoyed and frustrated with her, and yet he's still going to pay her, assuming, of course, that she just takes down the photo, which is super easy. It's super simple. Like, everything she's doing is so over the top and downright criminal. To falsely accuse this guy of being a pedophile.
I don't know what to say. I'm shocked for words. All I want to do is, will you please just take that photograph off Instagram and we can move on from this. You could get your money. You could go home. Isabel can be safe.
Is that it then? Just take the photo down and that's it? You give me my money and I go?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Well, yeah, that's fine then.
Finally, a happy ending, a great, satisfying conclusion here. She gets paid for the babysitting job and they both go their separate ways. End of story. Until she posted it all online. For TikTok clout, I guess. She should have been feeling overwhelming embarrassment from this whole situation, and yet she felt pride that she'd be getting a lot of internet likes for it because she stood her ground against an unreasonable father or something, I guess. I don't even know what angle she was trying to go with here. She just looks really fucking awful here. She looks downright evil. To just blatantly, like, go on this tangent about how this guy's a pedophile because he followed her on Instagram is so crazy to me. The whole thing is just so wild. And I'm about to make a really obscure reference that I feel like a lot of people aren't going to pick up on or appreciate, but the father in this video really sounds like the Duck brothers from Courage the Cowardly Dog. They were only in like 1 or 2 episodes, but they're the ones that are like, stop laying eggs, we're Duck brothers. Those guys, he sounds just like them. So I don't know if he's done voice acting in his past, but he is like extremely close to their voices. Has nothing to do with anything, I just wanted to get that out there before I forgot to mention it. But yeah, I think this is just a perfect demonstration for how distorted people's perception of reality has become. There is nothing wrong with not wanting your child's picture online, or your picture online, or anyone's picture online, or information about themselves. Privacy is still a good thing. Privacy is still a great thing. I don't know why privacy has been vilified all of a sudden. I think it's great. Keep things to yourself. You don't have to post shit online. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's it. See ya. Hey, what's going on? It's me again, the mad scientist of menopause. Today we're looking at another really angry woman out in public, but this time, she's equipped for war.
Fucking say it to your face, you fucking ugly packy. Fuck, get out of my town.
And what are you? And what are
I
you?
am your wife, you motherfucker.
If you blink, you might miss her. She's like a lightning bolt going across the screen. She's riding around on her mobility scooter, fucking drifting around the turns like Dominic Toretto and spewing some racist shit.
Get the fuck out of my town!
You fucking racist bitch?
Yes, I am. I'm
Who the fuck
racist.
you talking to?
Bitch,
You fucking racist bitch? Fuck you! Fucking racist?
So she hits him with some drive-by racism and then takes off into the sunset on her trusty steed. It looks like some shit out of Twisted Metal, like a DLC character.
Nothing to me. You're fucking stinky fuck. Look who's talking. Look at your feet. Look at my feet. Yeah, you know what? I'm a witch. We're supposed to be drowned, you dumb fuck. You know nothing about witches. You want to fuck with me? You'll see what happens.
She looks like a goofy skin for Urgot from League of Legends. There's a lot to unpack here. So after spectators pointed out that she's barefoot, which makes her gross, she claimed that it's because she's a witch. Now, I'm no expert on the occult or witchcraft, but I have to imagine there's no reason for witches to be barefoot. You know, at least if TikTok's taught me anything, you can be a witch if you just have 3 eggs that you slam together and you can claim that you're a witch or a warlock or something. Really, I just feel like that's a big lie. Like, how do I know she's not a hobbit, which is why she's barefoot? And her explanation of needing to be grounded doesn't make any sense unless she's an electrical outlet in somebody's home. You know, you don't need to be barefoot to be grounded. And she's not even on the ground. She's on a scooter. Not even a broom. So there's just plenty of ways to poke holes in this condom of witchcraft that she's trying to claim. It's ridiculous.
Because of the fucking curry all over my parts, the spices, disgusting! In the fucking language, disgusting! Yep, that's fucking right. I'm the Canadian here. I'll fucking speak my languages, but fuck you and yours.
Ruth is out here riding dirty. I love the little skull sticker on the back of her mobility scooter. She treats it like it's a Harley-Davidson motorcycle and she's part of the Hells Angels. I've tried so fucking hard to read that sticker, going like full CSI on it, trying to enhance beyond human capabilities, and I just can't figure out what it says. I think it says sock goop, but that doesn't make any sense unless that's the name of her scooter gang she belongs to at the retirement home.
It's actually quite entertaining. No, not goodbye. You goodbye. I don't have to goodbye. You didn't pay for shit yet. You don't even live here. So fuck you.
You're so lucky you have my child, and you're older. Otherwise, you're wrong.
Oh yeah? You fucking, are you scared me? Are you fucking scared me? You fucking scared me?
Kids all
I don't care. They don't understand English. You fucking scared me?
She's got to be careful out here. That bad boy's going to run out of juice any minute now. The battery life on those things isn't great, and she's going to get herself stranded here and need life alert. She's talking mighty big for someone in such a vulnerable position. 1 slash tire, and she's stuck there for the rest of her fucking life. She'll starve to death because she won't be able to waddle around and get any nutrients. Like, she's going to need AAA services if someone even sticks their foot out and causes, like, a small flat tire.
Chill out! Don't swear in front of my daughter!
I have my daughter in my house.
You know what? Don't fucking talk your language in front of me then, and I won't.
She's
I don't even know
my
my language. Otherwise, fuck you!
Those fingers are rated E for everyone. She's been tossing these out left and right, giving them away like candy on Halloween to trick-or-treaters.
Why are you freaking out? You're in a public place right now. You know how embarrassing you are?
Exactly. You're embarrassing yourself.
Are you fucking serious? Or seriously fuck?
Go. Look at everybody around you. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are.
This lady looks and sounds like a cartoon character. Just look at her face right here. She looks like the sad Pepe Twitch emote.
How many colored people are around you right now?
Like, just go home.
Wow. Look all around you.
What? What are you gonna do if I don't go home?
This is why
I don't have to go home. I am home, you dumb fuck.
It absolutely blows my mind how people like her feel so confident in their own safety that they'll just insult and threaten everyone around them and expect them to do nothing. She is not tough. I wouldn't exactly picture her when I think of the word strength and combat ability. Unless there's some hidden Gatling guns turrets strapped to that mobility scooter, I just don't see her winning a fight against anyone or anything. Like, even like a small squirrel would be enough to take her out. And yet she's so confident that she's inviting people to fight her. What are you going to do about it? Those are fighting words. And she's very lucky nobody lifted even a finger to challenge her.
That's not nice!
Everybody who knows you.
Get off of me, you fucking... Get off of me!
Go!
Get off of me! You're not supposed to touch me! No.
Did I say nobody challenged her? I fucking lied to you. Whoops. Old Grandpappy had enough of sitting in the front row witnessing this nonsense, this tomfoolery. So he steps up to the plate and he's just gonna push, he was trying to push the accelerator to just like blast her out of there, which she thwarted the attempt of, but she made a crucial miscalculation that nearly cost her her life. She struck this man. This guy looks like he's been through 15 wars. It looks like Ric Flair out here. And he reacted instinctually. He brought up a fist. He threw up a set. You know, he brought up the grandpa fist. And then he stopped himself. He's like, oh my God, I can't do this. You know, he stopped himself. He had self-control. But for a brief moment, I bet that put the fear of God in that lady. And then she resorted right back to being the cowardly pussy that all of these people are. She starts threatening to call the cops, even though she's the one that's been causing this whole disturbance, encouraging fighting and violence. And then the second somebody actually kind of challenges her, it's the police, you're going too far, oh my God, oh Jesus, good Lord, Jiminy Cricket, get the fuck away, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, call the police. I do too. I am a police officer. Ma'am.
You are not.
Why are you
causing a scene? Example, you are.
Go home. This is a total embarrassment. You're causing a scene in front of all these young children for nothing. For nothing.
You do it to yourself. You do it to yourself.
Aw, she's so quirky with her little dance. I really respect everyone around her being able to keep their cool for the most part and keep a level head. I don't know how they do it. That level of self-control always shocks me. Because I feel like if you see this in public, you're just gonna be throwing tomatoes at them. Like, that's like the natural human instinct. Like, it's a bad performance at a talent show. You just start throwing tomatoes, like, get the fuck out of here. You know, I don't know how people are able to just stand there calmly and let this kind of racist nonsense continue. She's a giant piece of shit. But yeah, anyway, I thought this was a little wild adventure here and I wanted to share it. That's about it. So yeah.